CARMENTARY, Neil here. I'm heading up to the mountain. We might see some snow later on in this little rant episode here. Today I want to talk about some new stuff. I got some stuff in my Amazon cart waiting for me to click the mouse. It takes like 3 clicks. Confirm your address. Confirm your payment. Your order's on the way. Ba-boom! Oh man, the best 3 clicks ever, right? And that moment, that time between when it's in your cart and you actually like click to make the purchase, it's kind of I like that. I'm savoring it. I'm savoring that moment for a couple hours. I actually waited for Black Friday. It's Friday, it's Black Friday. I've never in my entire life given a crap about Black Friday. I don't know, I just never like, what is Black Friday? I don't even like, what is it? This year, my wife, who's been buying a whole bunch of stuff, she's like, I got this stuff in my cart. I'm waiting for Black Friday to see if it goes on discount. And so I'm like, oh. Okay. Sorry, just wanted to make sure I was recording there. I got the light turned off. So my wife says she's waiting for Black Friday. I'm like, oh, yeah, hey, I'm thinking of buying some electronics. Maybe I'll wait too. Now, let me tell you what I'm about to buy. A brand new action camera has just been released recently. It wasn't even on my radar. It's the Insta360 Ace Pro action camera. It's about the same size as this GoPro that I'm using to film this CARMENTARY episode. I've been a long-time GoPro user. I also at one time purchased an Osmo, DJI Osmo action camera. Used that for about a year or so. It's still hanging around every now and then. And I have Insta360 camera for the 360 degree stuff with the snowboarding and action, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I was just about to buy the GoPro 12. Pre-winter, this is that time of year where I always get that urge, you know, I get that itch, like I need something new, man. I need like more stabilization in my footage, man. It's like the shit's like super smooth, but it could be smoother. like yeah, right, you need like a new camera, but you know, I want to keep up with my peers. I don't want to get left behind. I gotta have the new thing. I need the GoPro 12. The GoPro 12 has this like big sensor and it records the footage like, you know, real big on the sensor, and then later you can decide if you want it to be vertical or you want it to be horizontal or what, you know, you can choose your format. You can choose your aspect ratio is the official word after the fact, which I thought was a pretty cool thing, and that was something I kind of wanted, because if you film it horizontally and then later someone says, oh, I want to post that on my Insta reel, it needs to be vertical, you're like, ugh. So I thought that would be a good purchase. Get the GoPro 12, get a couple new features, be good to go. I had the whole thing in my cart. I had the whole package. I had the screen. Whoa, look at this. There's a big old crane in the road here. Gotta be real careful here. Sorry folks, you're missing it. I had the whole package in there. You know, I got tons of accessories. I've got tons of batteries. I don't need all that stuff. So all I needed was the camera. But the GoPro 12 Black Edition, whatever it's called, the high-end model, it's not super cheap. They make that one, you know, fairly expensive. Over here in Japan, it's like somewhere around 70,000 yen. So in dollars, it's a little cheaper, but yeah, you get the point. Anyway, suddenly, YouTube works its magic with that amazing algorithm that I love and hate so much. And suddenly it starts showing me all these videos from all these different tech reviewer kind of people. I think they all had the exact same release date and release time, because all of the videos that came out from all of these different people reviewing the Insta360 Ace Pro all said released 20 hours ago. Like every video, they were all released 20 hours ago. So obviously Insta360, these companies, they send out cameras to creators and people who have these YouTube channels, to get these reviews. Some of them are probably paid, some of them are free, and they all synced it up at the exact same time. So there were a whole bunch of videos about this new camera. So I watched one. It was a mountain biker, and he did his mountain biking thing, and I was kind of like a little blown away, actually. I hadn't really been shocked or surprised by a camera review, an action camera review video for quite some time now. You kind of, it's all pretty much the same, little wider lens, or they got this new feature or something. You're like, yeah, okay, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. This one was like, wow. First of all, a couple of the specs that I remember. For those of you who like this kind of stuff, I think the most important thing is the Leica lens. A Leica lens. Leica is like, I will probably never own a true Leica camera in my entire lifetime because they're so freaking expensive. Now, I know it's not like the most amazing Leica lens that they're putting in an action camera, but it has the name on it. It's gonna have, they're gonna put some effort into making it good. And it says Leica on the front of it. So now I can say, I own a Leica. Here's my Leica. Second thing, it has a really massive sensor. I don't remember the exact specs, but they put a really big sensor in there, and they combined that with the keyword everybody loves these days, AI. You gotta sprinkle a little AI on everything. Just like throw a little AI on there. It makes it tasty. So the AI, what they're doing is the camera works really good in low light. Now, this has always been the issue with every action camera. My GoPro is a GoPro 10, great camera, does a good job, but as soon as it starts to get dark, like the light's not good, you'll notice in all the ads, everything they do to ever promote a GoPro or an action camera, it's always ridiculously sunny. Like, where did you people go to get this sun? I live in Hokkaido. It's dark. We're way up here on the north end of the planet. It gets dark early, like right now. It's gray. It's gray and dark. I want a camera that looks good in gray and dark. And bingo, that's what they were showing in these review videos. So you got this big sensor, like 8K footage. It shoots up to 8K. That's ridiculous. So basically you got a big sensor, it takes in a ton of footage, a ton of data, a ton of light, and then they use AI processing to take out the noise and clean it up before it gets put on the memory card. Now, other cameras, and I'm just saying what I heard in these videos, put the footage on, they like compress the footage, put the footage on the card, and then they do some little tweaks to try and take some of the noise out. And that is not gonna work as good as if you do it before. So there's a little process going on there. When the footage comes into the camera, it's going through this AI denoising process, and then it gets encoded onto the memory card. So the comparisons between the GoPro 12 and the Insta Ace Pro were pretty incredible. I mean, in like nighttime footage, of course, but even that kind of late afternoon or very backlit, where the sun is behind you, but you still want to see the face of the person or the view, whatever you're shooting, those shots looked really incredible. So that's one technical aspect. Now, that alone, though, didn't convince me to put the camera in my cart. There was one other feature, a couple of little other features that they talked about at the end. They sort of threw it in at the end, but to me, it was like, that was the straw that broke the camel's back there, I guess you could say. There's a couple features in the software that's running on the camera. And the most important one that really impressed me was the fact that you can continue recording on a single clip. This is something I've been wanting for quite some time. And I think it's like, that's an incredibly key feature. In this day and age, whatever you shoot, you need to like do some kind of editing or put a couple clips together, and then you need to transfer that to your mobile device. And Then you upload that to your Instagram or your YouTube or whatever it is you do. And that process is a pain in the ass. Let's be honest. It's a pain in the ass, and it's killing action cameras. It's literally killing. Smartphones are winning the game 100% because the stuff's all on your phone. First of all, you shoot it, it's right there. You've got a couple apps and little things that you can use, or just go straight to Instagram or TikTok or whatever and put your clips together, make a little reel, adjust the beginning and the end, put some music on, and boom, you got a great little clip to show people. The action camera, it sucks, man. You got all these clips, you invariably shoot too long. You're trying to get all that stuff in your phone and edit it on this app that's hard to, okay, I don't even want to go into it. It just makes me depressed. So what they did is they created a way that you can shoot something, you stop the recording, and then you can go back and say, continue recording. So you could literally walk around and shoot a bunch of little clips, whatever it is, and when you're ready, you've got a minute's worth of footage, you go, done, and it's done. You have a little edited clip in your camera. I think you can go in and adjust the length. You can also do, you can merge clips. You can go in and select clips that you've shot and then merge them in the camera and then export that. Oh man, to me that was like, sold. Put it in the cart, put it in the cart. Where is it? So anyway, I went out, I just clicked the tab. I was on my YouTube tab on my browser. I clicked to my Amazon tab and I immediately brought it up. And the price was actually, I think they've purposely undercut the GoPro 12 price. Like zuri, man, like nasty little business going on there. They're probably not making a lot of money on this camera. It's got a flip up screen so that you can see yourself full size when you're recording. Oh man, I'm so excited. It's like 62,800 yen, something like that, for the base camera with one battery. There's obviously different packages. Spare battery was 5,600 yen. The batteries are not cheap. I will have to buy some more new batteries because I can't use my old GoPro batteries, but the GoPro will have its retirement. The GoPro will be going into retirement, living out its days in GoPro heaven, in its group home with the other action cameras who are a little elderly and not so young and spry anymore. He doesn't use me a lot. I only shoot 4K 60p. I'm not an Insta Ace Pro. Don't worry, I'll give you some love, my old GoPro 10. Still a great camera. Impressive camera. I like a hard worker. But I'm pretty excited to step up and try some new stuff. So that's my report today. We're kind of going over time here. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Please check it out. It's very impressive if you're into action cameras. I think it's something you might want to consider. I'm gonna go buy it before everyone else buys it and they run out of stock on Amazon. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks for listening. I'll be back with another one soon. Peace out. Not peace out. Drive safe.